Hey guys, welcome back to another video in my channel. So in this video we'll be talking about ever famous aquarium salt. So here are the types of aquarium salt that we have in this hobby. So first, the normal aquarium salt sodium chloride without any additives. Secondly is the bluish aquarium salt that is used for aquarium. So it's stated here it has some antibacterial additives in it. So I believe it's methylene blue, but it did not say it in the packaging. And lastly is this mineral salt. This mineral salt is just act as a supplement that I use for my aquarium as well. So it has minerals, trace element, and of course a bit of sodium chloride. So next question is, why do we use aquarium salt? And when should we use aquarium salt? So as we know, our fishes has the salinity of 0.9%. Same goes to us, 0.9% salinity in our body. But the freshwater in the aquarium is 0%. So by adding aquarium salt in certain amount will allow the fish osmoregulation to reduce. That means the fish has to be to do osmosis process to keep it balanced, to use its energy to balance its salinity towards the environment around it, to keep the salinity in its body by using energy. So with dosing salt in the aquarium to increase the salinity of the surrounding, it will reduce the energy exchange or the energy used by the fish to keep the salinity to itself. So when you do that, the energy that is conserved by the fish can be focused or can be used to heal or to build up its immune system to fight off any injuries or disease that the fish succumbed or that the fish got. Okay, so that is one. Another one is nitrite poisoning. So guys who does fishing cycle, usually there is a stage where you will have nitrite peak. In that moment, you're anything above 5 milligrams or 5 ppm of nitrites will be toxic to your fish. So by dosing salt, the chloride will inhibit the gills of the fish and will not allow the nitrates to get on the gills of the fish. So that is one of the, and it will reduce the nitrite poisoning of the fish. So that is one of the method. And the last, that is one of the use. So the lastly people use it for antibacterial and parasite. For me, as parasite, it will probably be hit or miss, depends on the stage of the parasite. We know as flukes or ick is one of the common parasites we get. There is certain stage where they embed in their skin, you will not be able to tackle them or to treat them with salt because they will be fully resistant to salt because they are embedded in the mucus or in the scale of the fish. So usually that needs to be done with other medications. So let's get on with the dosage. How much should we dose our aquarium? What is the right amount? So in some packaging, they will be dosing 1 tablespoon or 1 teaspoon, example. So but you must, guys, you must remember that 1 tablespoon, if you Google 1 tablespoon of salt, they will show you 17 grams of salt. And 1 teaspoon is almost 5 grams of salt. But in reality, we are going to use our kitchen tablespoon and teaspoon to measure the salt. So in this next video, I will show you guys what is the difference between the scientific measured or the standard measure that is stated in the package and we're using our kitchen teaspoon or tablespoon to measure. So let's check it out. Okay guys, let's see how many grams does a tablespoon, our house tablespoon of aquarium salt ways. So 1 tablespoon full. So as you can see here, it's 36 grams. I roughly did 3 times. It comes to about 30 to 36 grams. So if you compare it with the normal scientific tablespoon where you hear or you find in the forums, it's only 17 grams to be exact. So you're actually dosing double of the amount. So remember guys, tablespoon that you see on your instructions and also the forums does not mean the tablespoon that we use in our kitchen. So let's see what does a teaspoon measures. Okay, 1 teaspoon. Full 1 teaspoon. So roughly 12 grams. So if you go in Google, a teaspoon of aquarium salt or sodium chloride will come roughly to 5 grams. So it is nearly 2.5 times more. And also 1 teaspoon equivalent to 3 times of teaspoon equals to 1 tablespoon. So as you can see here guys, don't confuse when you read the instructions. Example instruction says 1 tablespoon per gallon. So you guys go and use your tablespoon in your kitchen and dose double the amount, and then something wrong with your fish, or the results that you see is different, and you guys blame the salt is bad. Actually you double dosed it, or your cycle could crash. So guys, please be aware of this. This is the most important in the aquarium hobbies. We tend to use whatever we have at home, but actually whatever the manufacturer state in the dosage is actually by a scientific tablespoon or scientific measurement. Okay guys, that is what I want to share with you guys, or for the comparison between the scientific or the standard tablespoon and teaspoon versus our home kitchen tablespoon and a teaspoon. Okay guys, now that you know, that is, you must be careful instead of not simply using your kitchen tablespoon, because the value or the grams really vary. So if you don't have a scale, you can use this video as a reference. So now that we know that a tablespoon can hold 30 grams of salt, or a teaspoon can hold 10 grams of salt. So usually, what is the dosage rate? So usually I dose around 0.3 to 0.6%. So that's roughly for about 3 grams to 6 grams per liter of water. So the standard or the rule of or the safe level I choose usually will be 4 to 5 grams. So I just say I take 5 grams, it's easier to calculate, 5 grams per liter. So this will help with osmoregulatory stress in most of the injuries succumbed by your fishes. So 5 grams per liter. So first you have to calculate the volume of water. Just say if you got 120 grams, 120 liters of water, 120 liters. So you just have to divide by, we know that this holds 30 grams, so 5 grams per liter. So 30 divided by 5, that means 1 tablespoon can cover 6 liters. So 6 liters we divide by 6. So we can use 20 tablespoons of water, of salt, 20 tablespoons of salt for 120 liters of water. So always remember to pre-mix your salt outside of the aquarium, because we don't want to dose directly in your tank, because salt can give your fish saltburn. Remember that. Okay guys, pre-mix and then you dose it will be much safer for your inhibitants and also your bacteria, and never dose in your filter sump or filter chamber. Always dose in your main tank where the water is circulating. That is the best method. Okay guys, so that's all about today. I'd just like to share this information with you guys. I hope this video helped you a lot, and if it did, please like or subscribe, and I'll be making more contents like this. And if you got any question, please write in the comment section below. I'll be glad to answer them and help you out in any way possible. So all the best, keep it simple, take care.